Um, Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. I am Kelly Elmstrom. I run the marketing team at Be Inc. And welcome to the webinar. We're going to be talking about how to keep remote students really engaged in class when they can't physically attend. So just a little bit about us. We are Be Inc. We have rebranded. You might have heard of us under our old name, Vecna Technologies. We've been around since about 1999, but recently rebranded to Be Inc. I'm just going to push this over to the side so I can see. But we're really all about offering innovative solutions really around telepresence robots to help folks that might not be able to travel or get someplace to be there. And I think everyone, just a little admin item, I think everyone's on mute, but if you have any questions, please pop them in the chat and then we'll take Q&A at the end. Okay, just gonna go to the next slide. So what are telepresence robots and how do they help? Really, if you can imagine it, your remote student might be at home or in a hospital bed. They can use an iPad, a laptop, or a computer, or even a remote control like a game controller. And we place the telepresence robots right in the schools, right into the classroom. And then the remote student, can drive the robot, can hear through the robot, can speak through the robot, can see their friends, can see their teachers, can roll down the hallway, walking with their friends, go to lunch. It really just opens up the socialization door, right? We all know right now in a lot of schools or a lot of settings, these remote students are being zapped in via Zoom or Google Meet, but really that limits them just to seeing the teacher and some of the class. This robot really kind of opens up the peer piece. They can now go and talk with their friends away from the teacher, right? And have that very important key piece of socialization that kids really need. So we talked about it. It's definitely gives the student more independence in the classroom, easily navigating around the class through the hallways and to lunch and to gym. And then also while he's in class, he or she is in class, if they have a question, there's a simple functionality where the robot lights up. So the teacher will never miss a question from the remote student. And now this is all lovely, and that was a good spiel, but I really wanted to play this video so you could hear from one of our students who uses the telepresence robot. So I'm really hoping this video is going to work. Let's see.
My name is Haley, and I am a Ruth Cheatham Foundation College Scholarship recipient. I was diagnosed with brain cancer in 2014, and I used the Vigo robot to help me attend school. It was hard not being able to be in class. Before I had the Vigo robot, I felt really isolated because I wasn't allowed to go to school. Just because of germs, I definitely felt behind a little bit with each treatment and stuff like that, as I couldn't do work. My friends and classmates thought it was really cool that I was able to be in class this way. Nobody had ever seen something like this in class before, and it was kind of cool just to be there with everybody. I could talk to them and have conversations like normal. It made me feel more connected to people and to my teachers also. It really would help me to complete the assignments the teachers gave me. I was able to understand more of what they were talking about because I was able to listen in class. Having the robot and just being able to see class, especially when I was at home, helped a lot. It gave me something to look forward to, the hope that one day I would get to return to school and see my friends. Hope just is important to keep you going, especially through something like this.
Cancer is hard enough. Getting an education shouldn't also be a challenge. We want to bring a sense of normalcy when everything else in their life has been turned upside down. With the Vigo Robot Program, we're able to help these patients stay on track with their education. We're able to help them connect with their friends and their classmates. And we're able to give them something to look forward to so that they're not focusing on their diagnosis and their medical challenges. They have something that they can work towards. If you'd like to learn more about the Ruth Cheatham Foundation or how you can help, please visit our website at ruthcheathamfoundation.org.
Oh, and just we do work with, so hopefully that gave you kind of a clear idea on how the robot works and goes down the hallways, and really keeps the student engaged. They did mention a foundation, and I will talk about funding resources towards the end of the call, but we do try to work with children's hospitals, folks like the Valerie Fund, Reggie's Robots, to get these telepresence robots in schools for the children and students that might need them. I have one more story just because I met with Micah and his mom a couple of weeks ago, and they just really touched my heart. And we are featuring Micah on our website right now. He's our premier case study. Uh, a couple years back, he was big into tennis, and he was getting tired, like exhausted, and could not figure out why. Um, and his mom, Brittany, mom of a teenager, you don't really know. Sometimes it's just like, are they tired or what's going on? Well, unfortunately for Micah, something was really going on, and he needed a heart transplant. And fairly quickly, they realized how much school and social life Micah was going to miss out on. I would urge you to go and read the full study on our site. It's just being /education, and then you'll see the use case. And we will share these slides as well afterwards. But without the robot, Brittany or his mom had said to me, he would never have been able to keep up with classes or even just with his friends and what was going on, and that it really helped him heal, and really stay engaged with everybody that was currently in his life. But you just have to take a quick look at some of the use cases on our site. And I hear the stories all the time because I'm marketing. But this is the reason why we're here and why we do this, is to really help kids get back into the class, get back into active life, and really open up the four walls they might be stuck in. Okay. So a little bit cheerier note. um, the other use case, there's a couple of use cases for these telepresence robots. So we're also starting to put them in museums, oh my goodness, aquariums, and zoos across the US. And so then folks, even students or folks that might not be able to travel, can now take these robot telepresence tours within these attractions. And some of the venues, you can drive yourself around and go right up to the exhibit that you'd like to see. And then others are mapped out for you. And there's going to be a whole bunch of new attractions getting added. We're launching in February officially this program. Right now we are in the Museum of Science in Boston. We're in the National Aquarium in Maryland, Spyglass Museum, several others, but more are coming on every day. And it's going to be very, very simple to book these tours. We've created almost like an Amazon like marketplace where you could just go on, look at the tours available, figure out the day and time, and then just book it. And if you wanted to do this for your class or for a group of folks, you certainly could do that as well. You just need a screen or a monitor, and that's all you really do need. And Wi-Fi, of course. But yes, so if anybody's interested in learning more about that, please feel free to reach out to me and I can send you more information about that. Mhm. There we go. So the robots, we do have two models. The Vico was shown in the video earlier, and then our newest model is coming out or is coming out right now is the UB1, has a little bit of a bigger screen. I've stated this before, we are working with several foundations and government grants to help with the funding for these robots. The lower model or the older model is around 6,500. And then the newer model is around 13K. However, we do offer monthly payment plans and we will work with you to find funding. There's several places that do provide funding for these robots. I will also note that in several districts, if you are using the robot, they will count the student as full-time. So that will give the student the full-time funding as well. Additionally, I will, maybe I'll just click on this so you guys can see it. We've set up, and hopefully you can see it. We've set up by state and then also just nationally what grants and funding might be available that you can look into. So it's all right here, and I'll be sending the slides out afterwards. So if you want to just take a deeper look, that'd be great. And then as always, if you are interested in the telepresence robot and having trouble finding funding, we are a wealth of resources. So please let us know and we will connect you to hopefully a current partner we already have in place. Additionally, we rent the robots. So say you had a kid that just needed it for a couple of weeks or a month. We offer very low cost rentals by the week. So. Okay. And for today, for everyone who's on the call, we are offering a free 90-day pilot. So if you would like to test the robot out with one of your students or a few of your students, please get in touch. Oh, I should have put my email here. I am kelly.elmstrom@b-inc.com. I will be sending you the slides out afterwards. So if you're interested in a pilot, please let me know directly. I should mention, we were going to go over all the tech specifications you would need for the robot. All you really need is Wi-Fi. And we are providing hotspots because we understand some schools aren't, their Wi-Fi isn't that great. So we do also provide a little hotspot with the robot, just to guarantee that the Wi-Fi won't go down and the student can get down the hallway to lunch. So the 90-day pilot really would be us shipping you out a robot. We would get you set up. We'd help you map it out if you needed it. Get the student up and running with it on their end with their computer or laptop or iPad. We would test it with the student with you, and then do weekly check-ins, see how it's going, any problems. And then at the end of the 90-day, if you're interested in continuing, we could talk more about what that would look like. And if you're not, that's fine too. We'll just take the robot back. So that's really it. I think we have some time left. I don't know if anybody has any questions, but if you want to put them in the chat, or I think you can come off mute as well. Any questions? Okay, then. I don't think we have any, Blake. Do you see any?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. As I said, I will be sending out these slides and probably a flyer with some more information. And you can reach me. I'm also on the info@b-inc.com. or you can email me directly back after I send you the slides. All right, thank you, everyone.